With us in studio is Dr. Joe Congeni at Akron Children's Hospital. Boy, I want to get that surgery that Jose Ramirez had, Joe.
I was thinking that maybe for a lot more of our baseball players, I did tell you that in my experience with it, once you take that hook off, there's really nothing to compress in the hand-wrist area, and people do pretty well pretty quick. A 1 month period of time, and he comes out with a grand slam.
And then a 3-run shot.
I know.
And the 3-run shot was farther than the grand slam. Pretty good stuff. Well, listen, you've got a study report, the House Bill 143. You wanted to give us an update.
I just really caught me a little bit by surprise to think about. We were down in Columbus, going back and forth on this thing and getting that legislation out in 2013. This is 6 years now, a little bit over 6 years that we've had House Bill 143. So I wanted to do a kind of a quick report card of what I've seen from sports medicine. A few things that we wanted to accomplish with House Bill 143, the concussion bill. Number one is prevention. How are we doing with some of the rules changes and other things to try to bring down the numbers of concussions? I would say, given a grading system, a fair. I don't think we're doing great in that area. I think there has been some reduction by some of the things we're trying to institute, but I would give us a fair in how we're doing in prevention. Number two is education. I really think that part might be the strongest part of House Bill 143. I think that athletes, coaches, parents, everybody is a lot more educated in the last 6 years, and I would give that a good on the report card rating. Number three is the recognition and making a timely diagnosis. And we were not doing very well before this became a big issue in the 2000s, and I would give that a good too. I think people are really a lot more aware, officials, coaches, other people, when athletes are concussed. I think we're doing a better job recognizing and diagnosing it. The area that's most frustrating to me is the area of management and treatment. In management and treatment, I'd give us a poor. I still think that this is such an unpredictable diagnosis, so hard for us to know what to do management and treatment-wise because it is so very predictable. What looks like a really bad concussion early on can go on to not be such a bad thing, and in other situations, a lot that seem very bad clear up very quickly. So we haven't added a lot new from the standpoint of treatment-wise in 6 years. And so overall, that's the area that I think we're struggling the most. I think it's the area that of our study with the icing the brain, that would fall in the area. I hope that might be an adjunct to treatment down the road in a couple of years. We have that enrolling right now in our office. And again, I mentioned to you, I think 2 or 3 other children's hospitals around this part of the country are helping us with that study. But overall, that's the area that I have the most concern. I think we are doing a little bit better in education and recognition.
I think education has come great strides in the last 6 to 8 years as far as the coaching, as far as acknowledging, as far as medical treatment and stuff. Boy, you go back 10, 20 years ago, you get shaken up no matter what sport you're in. Okay, go back in.
Yeah.
It's completely different now,
I'm glad
and I
to hear
applaud
you
that.
say that. I'm very glad to hear you say that because you're out in the community a lot too. That's my bias. I sometimes wonder what's happening in the nooks and crannies and little corners. We have a big state in some of the real rural and urban areas, but we have trainers in a lot of those areas, 30 trainers out there. And I think the word I get back is exactly what you just said. I think education is a lot better. That was a good step. And so I will also applaud House Bill 143 in that area. But then on the flip side, we have a lot of work to do with this very difficult diagnosis.
All right. Good stuff, Joe. Thanks for coming
Thanks,
in.
Ray. Have a great week.
You too.
You running this week?
No, I am not. Arthritis in my knee. I'm done running.
Lots of cool stuff going on around town with the St. V. Hoban game is a blast also on Friday night at InfoCision.
It's going to be wild downtown.
A lot of the runners around on Saturday. Good luck to all the runners.
All right. Thanks, Joe.
Ray.
Dr. Joe Congeni at Akron Children's Hospital joining us live in studio, and he joins us each Wednesday between 8:30 and 9 o'clock right here on 1590 WAKR News Talk Sports and Now.